to our Honorable Director, Professor Sadgopan. We will certainly miss his pep talks and strategic advices. I adore his ability to manage over 50 people in his office by keeping everyone busy, by making them network with each other. Every time I walk into his office, I always get to hear something really interesting. A hearty thanks to you, sir, for imparting us the significance to smile and remain cool in life. Thank you, sir. Now, there are algorithms everywhere you look. All that you need is a trained eye and a mind to think. There's an algorithm when a bus conductor ensures that he gives a ticket to every passenger in the bus. There's also an algorithm in a soap bubble. There's an algorithm in an IC engine. Professor Prasanna taught us the key to crack Microsoft Excel by making it do things it can't. I really adore Professor Prasanna's patience to conduct a million revision and recap process for us. We really enjoyed his algorithms courses. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Simple, clean, and clear. That's how my life became when I first worked with Professor Mihir Raval at the Learning Labs as an intern. This was my first startup experience, and I realized the value of collaboration. Ideas and thoughts influence the product design and its success. Those long discussions about life, technology, ambitions, and dreams truly made us connect with our inner selves. I extended a warm thanksgiving to Professor Mihir and media colleagues, Kiran, Shrija, Ashish, Praveen, Aditya, and Durga, and Gautaman. It was a pleasure to have worked with you. There is another special trait of Professor Mihir I would like to highlight. Given a chance, he would always encourage us to get married at the right time. So what is this right time? The right time to get married, as he says, is when you find the right girl. I'm extremely happy to say that the right girl for me is very much amongst us right now. In short, I thank all the faculty members of IIITB for their wonderful guidance. They've been for us at every step we take. A special thanks to the trinity of the food court, Raju, Manju, and Sundara, for keeping us awake with their coffee, tea, and biscuits through difficult nights filled with surprise tests and demonstrations. Okay, now back to you, graduates. Before you throw your academic hat in the air and begin taking far too many photographs with each other, I would want to remind you of a few incidents I cannot let any of you forget. InnoFest. This was the first inter-college tech fest at IIITB. The whole class was involved in ideating, designing, and implementing. The whole class got together. Good friends, strangers became friends, friends became good friends became best friends became life partners. I think we must have more of such fests. A special thanks to our dear registrar, Mr. Abraham, for supporting us in this event. A special round of applause for Lord Lakshmi Chandrika Madam for ensuring a continuous flow of funds. Thank you, Somshekhar, for helping us with all the logistics involved. The placements and internship processes were fun to handle. We always remained in the shadows of Professor Das and Professor Sadgopan, who helped us steer the ship towards the land. I thank all my batchmates for having cooperated with us. Thank you. The next unique thing which happened at IIITB was the startup day, the day zero. This was a special placement day we conducted in association with NEN. Some of the best startups in Bangalore were invited to recruit our institute. This was a new concept for which students were very much interested and the whole class jumped in. We have around 20 students working with some of the coolest startups in Bangalore. We must thank our juniors for this, as their contribution was indispensable. You all have the maturity and smartness to be called as seniors to the new joining batch. We are lucky to have a wonderful junior batch. A big round of applause for them. Thank you. How can we forget the hostel life? Those starry nights, the fresh cool breeze, the full moon, the big lawns. But who cared? We were always in the room playing TT and playing games on the computer and watching movies. Many learned table tennis. People who had no idea about the game became a decent player when they passed out. Examples are Abraham, Abhishek, Bala, Chandru, Vivek, Praveen, and Aditya. Every night at the hostel was a special one. When the clock struck 10, the guys would run back to the rooms to have a game of Counter-Strike. And the girls would run to the TV room to catch their favorite Saas Bahu serials. They are training themselves for the future. And when the clock struck 12, a group of commandos would gate crash into a friend's room to celebrate his birthday in a special way. The presence of the pond in our campus was well justified and we used it well enough. Almost every graduating student has been thrown into the pond on his or her birthday. Rajuana's canteen was the place where we discussed politics, gossips, Khyati's colorful, never repeating footwear, Krishna Prasad's Orkut scraps, and how Gayatri is more efficient than the Times of India, and of course, academics. These were those moments that we all shared. Some of these are some incidents that we can sit alone or together and laugh about it. Anyway, before I embarrass a few more friends of mine in this talk, I shall prefer to stop as the lunch has already arrived and the food may get cold. Looking out into the crowd today, I see proud and beaming faces of our parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, and peers. They have been there for us. They have taken a genuine interest in our success, and now they wish to see our light shine forth as we move on. What would we be today without them? Where would we be going without their support? Knowing that no matter where we go from here and what we do, every choice we make will have a profound impact on the society. As Einstein rightly quoted, education is what remains when one has forgotten everything he's learned at school. I really hope that each one of us becomes socially responsible and return something worthy to our motherland. We have educated our brains with an MTech degree, but remember, our heart also needs education. The country needs good men and women. I now request each and every graduating batch student to hold your hand high in the air. Watch me, hold your hand high in the air, turn it around, and now pat your back. Each one of you deserves a resounding pat on your back for having come so far in life. Each and every one of you have made our time in college worthwhile, and we thank you wholeheartedly. Take care, my friends. IIITB, elder, gracious, and wise sister of my own alma mater, long life to you. Goodbye, one and all. I now wish to end my talk with Eleanor Roosevelt's quote, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." Dream on, folks. Godspeed. Thank you.
Thank you, Raghuram. I request Professor Chandrasekhar Ramanathan to give the vote of thanks.
Honorable dignitaries on the dais, Dr. T. Ramaswamy, Secretary, Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, Dr. Kiran Majumdar Shah, Chairperson and Managing Director, Biocon, Chairman Mr. Narayanamurthy, Director Professor S. Sadagopan, members of the governing body and Senate members. It is a great honor and privilege to be called upon to propose a vote of thanks for making the 8th convocation of IIIT Bangalore distinctly memorable. Dr. T. Ramaswamy, sir, we express our deepest appreciation for your presence here and for providing valuable advice and words of encouragement to the students. Dr. Kiran Majumdar Shah, your presence is in itself an inspiration for our graduates. Thank you for taking the time to grace this occasion. In spite of his multiple engagements, our chairman, Mr. Narayanamurthy, found time to attend this convocation. You have been a great supporter to IIITB, and we would like to express our